Will they let us go back to get anything out of school?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can email Joe and Wayne and Amy Lynn and just tell them that you're going to be going into the building to get some things. And then when you go in, you have to sign off that you have to answer a couple questions, like you're not sick. Or, I don't know the questions off the top of my head, but you answer a couple questions and sign your name, and then you can go in.
Okay. Are they going to let the kids go in to get their stuff, like the seniors?
That's a great question, and I don't know the answer right now, but I will find out.
I feel like they have.
Because I know some of the kids have, personal items that they want to get out of there.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Welcome to the podcast.
Sam, do you know anything about scheduling for next year, like for the AP classes?
What specifically about it?
Like, for example, for AP English. Like, we usually meet as a department and go through the lists of kids who, apply for AP. And then we go through their scores and, recommend them. Are we going to be able to do that?
Yeah. Usually what happens is we get a spreadsheet from once we send out the scheduling request form to the kids, hopefully this week, then we'll get a Google sheet with everyone's name who wants to take an AP class. And then grades associated with any prereq. So if you have an AP class and you need to get at least an 85 in your prior English class, then it will be there for us to kind of see how many kids applied and how many make it into the cutoff. So I think we can do the same thing that we did last year for that.
Yeah, but we did it. The department did it.
I thought we did it last year.
No, we did it. We were given a spreadsheet of their grades. And then we were also given the PSAT scores, because we look at the PSAT scores and their grade. And if they got a certain grade on the PSATs and a certain grade in English, if they got both of them, the score that we had set, then we put them in. If they only got one of them, then we discussed if they should go in.
Well, I'll have Mike set that up, and then he can send it out, and you guys can do that. But it'll have to be virtually, obviously.
Okay.
So, yeah, to answer your question, Emily, that's kind of the big news for today, that Governor Murphy announced today that schools are closed for the rest of this school year. So as of right now, the date is June 30th that, schools could be open, but that could change, obviously. So what are some things that you guys are going to do differently now that you know that we're not coming back?
Well, for me, I had a participation grade that I need to revamp because it needs to be redefined. So I'm going to work on that today and get that out to the students.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, Ms. Uhas. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, I had participation because most of my classes are pretty hands-on, right? Like agriculture and agriculture, but that's obviously not going to happen in this type of setting. So I need to redefine what that means.
And maybe biology students supposed to do research projects, and many had started to do it, and unfortunately cannot complete. Maybe some will be able to complete, and if it is, then I would like to organize a virtual mini science fair. So they work very hard. Some of them have such a great ideas.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see what they.
It will be shame to And if not, then I have to think of some ideas. What
I'm going to have my kids do projects, podcasts, and slides, Google Slides. So I had gone on a workshop, a webinar with the New York Times, and I'm pretty sure I can do this. So, and I also
You
did
can do
one on Google Slides. So I'm putting together assignments for them, like the sophomores. They've been doing readings on the immigrant experience, immigrants from all over the world coming to the United States. And I'm going to have them do a podcast on what they've read, along with them interviewing their relatives to,
Oh, nice.
about, coming to America. It might not be their grandparents or their parents, but it could be their great grandparents. And they wouldn't be interviewing them, obviously, but they would have pictures or things that their parents and grandparents told them about it. So I just thought that would be a good thing to do for them, because I'm finding that a lot of the work, they're copying and pasting things, they're sharing things with each other. And I thought this would be something really personal that they could do. And then I'm going to do not that topic with the freshmen, but I've been putting together different topics, like what do you do on Saturday nights now, since you're home and you can't go out? How are you keeping in touch with your friends? What's happening in your household, between you and your family members? And, I'm putting together different topics, and they'll have a choice. And then they'll have an extended period of time to do it. I just thought that would be something that they would enjoy, since they're picking their own, topics. And then I could share them with the kids, and maybe and share them with you guys. I thought that would be something different for them to do,
good idea?
because I can't, like, I would normally be teaching Shakespeare now with my freshmen, and I do all interactive things with them. I can't do that now, I can't do it. So I just figured this would be a good way to get them totally engaged. So that's what I'm
Yeah, I
going
love
to
that.
Very cool, Miss Bellotti.
do. Yeah. So I'm becoming techie here, Danny.
Well, that's what I'm using this whole situation as. Like I'm experimenting with like
Such a tech master.
different things, Google Forms and different ways to present material and collect material and stuff like that. So I'm kind of just experimenting at this time, which I think in the long run is a good thing. So why not use the time that we have to figure out some new things, right?
And then
Very true.
my student teacher left May 1st. So I'm putting together a memory book for her. So the kids are all sending me like 2 to 3 sentences about maybe funny things that happened in the class, and, wishing her luck and that. And then I'm going to print it all out and make a book for her, since we can't celebrate in person, her time with us. So that's what my freshmen are doing right now. So.
We have a question in the chat about borrowed items from school. It's a good question.
Yeah, you know what? Dr. Umbrella is going to pop on, so we can let him answer that question.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but it does go both ways. Like, you guys have things in your locker that you want, and also at home you have textbooks of the school. So it's not like an individualized issue. Everybody is on the same page. So we're going to come up with something to do for you seniors that have books. Let's see.
One giant senior Google Meet.
For what, Yvonne?
For graduation, maybe. I think they only go up to 250 though. at most.
And how many do we have in a class?
Almost,
More, right?
right?
Plus staff. It's too many.
So we're gonna have to pick 50 seniors that don't get to go. I have a list already. I have a whole list of them. You're in the chat, right? You're on that list, Andrew. I'm kidding.
We don't know.
For graduation, a virtual / in-person graduation is being worked out. The details, are yet to be determined. So you guys are going to have to hang tight on details for graduation. Prom, obviously, we're not having that, but I don't know. Danny, what do you remember anything that came out of the conversation we all had about prom?
Yeah, it's pretty much not happening. That's really what it comes down to, and maybe we can do something in the future, like a homecoming or something like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but it's not going to be anytime soon. So
Okay.
I know it sucks, but it's just unprecedented times, guys. At least you're living through history.
Yep.
I really don't like this kind.
No, it's not the best kind.
But at least we're here.
No, but at least we're here. And like what Dr. Nina said last week, this is your new normal and this is still your life. So you have to take that and do something with it.
Some people don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Very true.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Bob.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Bob, I like the article you sent.
It's a great article. It
It's
was
really good.
it was written by a principal in Jersey City.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It was good.
Sun came out of nowhere.
Oh, happy Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh yeah, it is that.
All of us. Yes.
Yeah.
All of us, yes.
Excellent. Danny, it looks nice. It's nice outside by you.
It is. It's very nice. The sun just came out behind a cloud, and now I'm sweating.
Wow. Enjoy it. Look, you're outside. No math, no nothing. So that's good.
Looks really good.
Andrew, can we possibly have a senior meetup? Anything is possible if we're allowed to get back into school. Right now, June 30th is technically what Murphy said is when we can all go back to work. But on June 15th, you could say, never mind, it's now going to be July 30th. So we can't possibly plan anything right now because we do not know. So if we're allowed back, I would love to plan something for the seniors to have a meetup. But right now we just can't be planning anything like that. And Ron, it's very unfortunate.
I can tell you that we usually have math classes during the summer. I was told by Dr. Jamarilla today that and this was before the announcement, that they are not running anything in the summertime in person. So I don't know how possible a get together is going to be with 300 people inside our building.
Danny, the Jumpstart that's going to be online then as well, all that stuff.
It's still being talked about, but
Right.
I honestly I'm not sure about the Jumpstart part of it.
Right.
I think it's not official, but I think we'll be able to run our normal math classes like the algebra 2, geometry, and pre-calc. But I don't know if we'll be able to run the Jumpstart stuff.
Because that's only 2 weeks too, the Jumpstart. So.
Plus, it's in regards to Jumpstart, we need to be able to identify those kids somehow.
Right.
And I don't know. I know with the math, we usually give a diagnostic test to all the incoming freshmen.
We always usually give an essay to write.
Okay, so there you go.
And
So-
that's usually on, in the school.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess
That's our problem. That's our problem too in the math department.
Right.
What do we do with that diagnostic test? So, Ms. Doria, is Dr. Gemrella being fashionably late or what? What's going on?
I don't know. I talked to him on the phone. That's who I was talking to before, and I said I would send him the link. He said he would pop on, but
Did you send him just one link? Just the one, right?
yeah, only one. Just one. I didn't send him the whole email. I just sent him the one link.
Okay. You administrators seem to have a problem knowing where to go for these meetings. It's not just
me.
your
I'm
kids.
always.
It's in our staff meetings too. They have no idea what goes on.
Maybe there's too many meetings.
True that. All right, let's answer some questions. So Aya says, how are the electives going to work? So whatever electives you can fit in your schedule, that includes AP classes and any new electives we're going to run. If they fit in your schedule, then you'll be able to take them. So we're trying our best to make the schedules work out so that you guys can take as many classes as you want. And then I had to answer your question from like 2 weeks ago about AP Environmental Science. That class only runs during senior major time. So seniors won't be able to take that class because you have your major during 1-2. So that's the issue with AP Environmental Science specifically. What other questions we got going on? Kate, if you have a question about a class for next year, you can contact me and I'll help you out. Mr. Dillon, what are you doing differently now that we're not going to be coming back to school?
Well, mostly it's going to be projects, maybe some videos. With my seniors, I always have them do we study speeches, graduation speeches, and then they write their own. And we usually give presentations in the classroom, so I'm going to see if we can just videotape them and do them online and maybe share some of them. But I do a lot more poetry and short stories rather than books right now, because I think giving my students the books, it's kind of hard to keep everybody together. So the short stories are working out better. I actually got a bunch of poems from the students, which are fantastic. They did a bunch of sonnets for me, and I'm really proud of what they've been doing. So, but I'm also going to see if we can do other things. But it's mostly going to be projects, short stories, poetry, things of that nature. Yeah. I did get a couple.
Great. Let's see. Let's see if we can come up with a way to share all these. So if you're doing projects with your kids and you want to share them with the group, then we should come up with a way to get those all out there.
Yeah, because I think everybody's doing some good stuff. That everybody should see what everybody else is doing.
Sam, are our schedules going to be basically the same?
It depends, but when we figure them out, we'll send them to you. It should be soon.
Okay.
This year, not next year.
I noticed the sun went away from Mr. Greco and is now shining on Miss Juhas.
Yeah, it's gotten sunny here. I'm out on the deck, and the sun was in the clouds, but not anymore. Hence the reason for the sunglasses.
Miss Juhas, did you hear about those hornets from Asia?
Yeah, I actually just assigned that to my apiculture class to read. It's kind of scary.
It's
I don't know
so
if anyone
scary.
else. Yeah, really scary. I don't know if the rest of you know about it. There's these hornets that basically are decimating the bee population. Not in the United States yet, but they've been found in Washington State. So, which is not good. So they need to kind of rein them in and get rid of them.
The pictures were horrifying.
Yeah, the article I read said that they actually cut the heads off of the bees and then take the rest of the body back to their hives. I mean, it's not good.
That's crazy.
Another thing to worry about.
We don't have our bees anymore, do we?
Well, we do. The bee population had we lost the bee population in the fall that we had, so we ordered 2 new hives, and we're working with a beekeeper that picked them up for us, and he's keeping them at his house until we go back to the school in September.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So we lost all those bees?
Yep, we did. Which was sad.
They survived on Tunnelly Avenue?
Oh,
But
actually,
not-
they weren't bees from Tunley Avenue. This was a new set of bees that I purchased last April, and I don't know what happened, but it is pretty common for beekeepers to lose their hive. And the beekeeper that I've been working with lately, he was uncertain why we lost them. He took a look, and there could have been a variety of reasons why they left or they died, because it seemed as if some did die, but definitely not all of them. So some of them definitely just left, which isn't good either. So we'll bring them back once, probably in August, right before the school year begins. Next school year begins.
I heard that the honey from the Tunnelly Avenue school had a nice smoky note to it.
Those
Tunnelly
Avenue bees morphed into the ones in Washington right now.
Yeah, they're pretty strong bees. Those bees.
Didn't they call them murder bees?
Oh, I've never heard that.
That was the nickname I saw, and that was like 4 times the size of a regular bee. And
Yeah, the queen can get up to 2 inches.
yeah, yeah, pretty awesome.
Mm-mm.
We had something really cool happen in my neighborhood yesterday. There's a man who was 94. His birthday was yesterday. He's a World War II Navy veteran. And the Bergen County bagpipers came. And we had a little motorcade that came down the block, police escort, and the bagpipers played, and then they played right in front of his house, patriotic songs, the Navy song, Happy Birthday, and Amazing Grace. It was so nice. He was so excited. It was just really cool.
It is.
It was really cool.
It's
That's
so
really sweet. All right, Dr. Gemerl is in the house. Anyone want to pop down so I can bring him up?
You can pop me down.
Out.
I can pop out.
Wow, look at everybody leaving. Everybody's like, oh,
We know it's
Demorella's
moving
here.
people
We
in.
want to hear what's
I'm out.
going on.
We don't want to see Gemerella.
Hi.
Man, I'm telling him all about it.
Now we got to stay.
Yeah.
Hey Danny,
All right, thanks for coming.
I still got my gift certificate for that restaurant.
It better not expire.
Is it still valid?
It better be. We worked hard for that gift certificate.
That's right. I worked hard for it.
That was an intense round of trivia.
It sure was. I missed that too. We were on to a good thing.
Yeah, we were.
You know. Hey, I'll see you guys. All right. I'm gonna jump on the other thing. Have a good day. All right.
Bye. Bye, Bob. Good seeing you.
Nice to see you.
Take care, buddy. Mr. Gould and a blank
Hi.
picture of Dr. G.
The big
Hi.
highlight here, if we can do it, is we got a new dog bed today. So now I have somebody to keep me company in my office when I'm working.
Nice.
Yeah, she figured it out right away. It's cool.
She's like, it's low to the ground. I'm laying on it.
Exactly.
Mr. Gould, are you doing anything different now that we're not going to be here for the rest of the year?
I'm adding a chapter. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I'm actually covering one more chapter this year. Sorry, guys. We're covering one more chapter this year than I can normally cover. We're doing more.
Sorry, you have to
Because
learn,
no
kids.
field trips, no testing, none of that stuff. So we're able to keep going. So I actually have to write a new chapter that I haven't covered. I don't know if I've ever done it in first year. I've done it in AP, but I've never done it in first year. So it's actually, some of the students are really happy and the rest of them are like, but
That
what I'm
says
doing, I'm going back and I'm basically doing the same thing for all the whole rest of the year that I've done since we've been off. And I'm going to have, by the beginning of next year, a complete online textbook for the course, because I wouldn't be surprised if we're out again here. And so, and we're just so like you said, you were playing with Google stuff or playing with different forms. What I'm doing is I'm like seriously working hard on this textbook, and I'm going to have a complete online platform for my course next year.
It's the way to go, man. It's a good idea.
It really is. And then maybe, I have to be careful what I say here, but maybe when I tutor other students, I'll have a resource to give them, and so I won't have to work as hard.
Yeah, actually, what you're doing, I think, is advisable for all the teachers to do, because we don't know how long this is going to last or when we'll get a vaccine. So, or if this happens in the future.
Certain subjects lend itself a lot more to it than other subjects do. Like math and science classes, you know, basically I have everything online right now through the first week of June. And I have videos recorded for it, and I have worked for them, and they email me when they have questions, but basically they see me, I don't see them, but they're able to work. They can do it all at 3 a.m. if they want. They could do it, you know, whenever. And they've been keeping up. So it's a different way of teaching. I don't like it. Apparently I don't know, you guys can tell me. They seem like they're learning from it, they're enjoying it, but hopefully it will just serve as a backup, which is what it's supposed to be, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Jamrella, are you there? No.
Joan Marie, maybe you could give him some technology lessons.
I've been getting much better at this.
I hear. I believe you.
You're
I
obviously better than Dr. G.
Yeah. You know, you can come show me how to set up folders on my in my file manager now.
You should talk. You should talk to Kim, and she'll tell you how good I am. She's impressed. She's totally impressed.
All right, let's answer some questions. How are we getting yearbooks? Seniors can pick up their yearbooks when they pick up their cap and gown, which is in June's. At some point, we'll send you the details on that. What else do we have? Still be testing to be accepted into AP classes. Most AP classes nowadays don't require testing. If there is a test and the teacher wants to have that still this year, then they can send it out virtually. But right now, most of our AP classes are running based on your previous grades. Let's see. Did you guys see any other questions?
Where in the world is Dr. Jamrella?
Yeah. I saw one from Rachel. So we're not cutting the year off early, and it's not going to be pass-fail. You guys have to do your work, and if you have an extenuating circumstance, then you need to communicate that with your guidance counselors. your guidance counselor and myself, so that we can make sure that you aren't left.
I've had a few students who've had some strange circumstances, some issues, some people with health issues, things like that. And in every case, when they've communicated with me, we've worked something out. I've got assignments going the whole time. They need extra time to do it. They take extra time to do it. As long as you do it, that's all that matters. And so, please, communicate with us. Let us know. We're gonna, this is tough, so we're gonna cut you some slack. Just be open and honest with us, and we'll do it.
Yeah. Kate, you need to communicate with your teachers. If there's something that you can't complete because you're taking an AP test, you need to let them know that. We're not blanket saying you don't have work to do the days that you have your AP test, especially because they're only going to be 45 minutes long. So please talk to your teachers individually about that. Andrew, online commencement or something physical. We're, like I said before, we're still in planning mode for that. So we may be doing a little bit of both, but it won't be anything where you're getting together in a group. So you won't be with all your classmates together like normal. Chloe's asking how the senior electives are working. Like I said before, choose some electives on that survey if you're a rising senior that we can run, so that a lot of seniors sometimes don't they have room in their schedule for an elective, so we'll be able to fit electives in there. And this is the first year we're doing that, so you guys are the lucky ones that you get to start taking some cool electives. Danny, do you know when the last day of school is, or anybody?
Is it the 24th?
That's what was on the calendar. The 24th.
Oh, yeah, we did have 2 snow days built there.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's up with that. Dr. Gemmarella, where are you?
I haven't heard anyone address these snow days, so I'll check on that, but I haven't heard anything about it. Oh, I see it live.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a junior homeroom, and I've been getting some really important information about what is it? The Common App, and some changes that they made for teacher recommendations. Is there a way for me to send that to my homeroom? Like, how they're on Google Classroom? Should I post it on Google Classroom for them, or should I email them?
You can post it on Classroom, and if it's something that should go to the entire, let's say, junior class, send it to me, Carrie, or Nermeen, and we can post it into the CulSci Juniors Google Classroom.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'll do that, because I just got some important information about that. I'll send that to you tomorrow.
Okay, great. Dr. G, can you hear us? At this point, I forget even what question we were going to hand over to him. Do you remember?
I see your floor, I think, Dr. G.
I don't remember what it was.
Oh, getting into the lockers and the situation.
My dying surface is like creating interesting effects on my screen right now.
Yeah, Bill, I've been trying to find out some information for you about the tablet situation, but no one's gotten back to me on that. So
yeah, they're not being very responsive. But anyway, it's flickering, but I can see you all through the flickering.
Mine's not that bad. My surface is exploded in this corner, but it's still working.
Well, when Mike Forenza took this to do some reimaging on it, he cut his finger on the cut glass on it. So he had to go to the nurse.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to sign off now, okay? So somebody else can come on.
All right. Yeah, we're going to we're gonna end this anyway because it's already 2:05. Usually we just go 30
It was
minutes
good
anyway.
seeing all of you.
Thanks for coming, Joe Marie.
Okay,
And you
bye.
too.
Bye.
See ya.
Hang in there, everybody. Doing great. I'm really proud of the way you guys are responding.
Me too. Does any other kids have any last questions before we?
Oh,
Were we
Dylan
in?
went there. He went there. He made it with you. Terrible.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everybody. If not before,
Take
I'll
care.
see you next Monday.
Alrighty.
Take care.
All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap.
Okay. Jamarella failed us. Putting that on record.
We have it recorded. Have a great day, everyone.
Be good.
Ending the broadcast.
Peace.